make an impact on somebody else's life that can change their life for the better for them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you'll do that with that experience. Holy shit, you bet. Fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking incredible what happened, you know. I just assumed that you went offline because you were busy doing something. Something happened in your life and you're just busy and...
Nope, I was shot.
And then you come back and you tell me that and I was like, whoa.
Like, get this. Look, I remember being shot. Okay, listen. I heard the first shot and then I immediately felt the second shot. When I felt the second shot, my head went to the steering wheel. Okay? I struggled to grab my phone off of the center console. So when I grabbed my phone, I dialed 911. I said, I think I've been shot in the head. My name is Daryl. I work for PB&J Towing. I'm at 2774 South Mendenhall. I said,
and then you just
need
out.
Medical assist. Huh?
And then after that, you were just out.
Yeah, after that, well, hang on. I told him, I said, I'll turn my flashers on so you can find me. And I turned my flashers on, and I struggled to turn my flashers on, and then I passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cops said they had to break out the passenger window to get to me.
To get you, yeah. That's fucking ridiculous, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Well, I hope that guy's gonna spend a long time in prison.
Oh,
Hey,
he will.
Listen, you want to know what his charges are?
What?
Assault with a deadly weapon, attempted murder, and disturbing the peace.
Oh, good. Hopefully you get a
He's
lot
got
of
35 years.
Good, good. He deserves more.
Hopefully you'll never fucking see his face again, huh?
Yeah,
no
that
shit.
is good news. That part of it's good news. The rest of it sucks, obviously, but the good thing is you're alive.
Did they say his age? Was he like in his
He
20s?
was
Like,
younger than me.
so he's like 20s.
I'm 28. He was 25.
Man, that guy is fucked up.
No, my birthday's in March, so this happened in May. March 24th. No, I'm an Aries. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole.
Nah. See,
Well,
I got
you're
you
a good
all beat.
asshole, because at least you know it, you know? That's good. It's always good to know you're an asshole.
Well, see, I got you all beat. I'm a Scorpio. I'm the king of assholes.
I'm a proud asshole at that.
I like that. I like that, no. Yeah,
Think a
that's
lot?
cool.
Alright, I'll accept in just a minute. Give me a second.
Yeah,
That's
he's my
incredible.
clan leader for World of
It
Tanks.
is fucked, think. Oh fuck yeah! Well yeah, it's like holy sh.
I told him when he said that to me, my reaction was, "You lucky fucker! You are crazy lucky."
Yeah.
And you
yeah.
know, I'm still gonna go back and do the same job.
What is it you do, Daryl?
Why not?
I'm a repo agent. I repossess cars.
Oh, repossess cars. So you go pick them up?
Yep.
Okay, that's where the danger is. People getting pissed off with the repo company, not you. They get pissed. Yeah. Right. Well, that's what friends are for,
Hey, look,
you know.
look.
That's
See,
what
I'm
friends
that
are for.
asshole. I don't care where the car is. If the car is at the store, if you're at the store, I'm coming
Yeah.
to get it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you have no idea. I'll fucking get information. I'll get on Facebook and look you up. I'll get information on where you are, who you know, and everything. I'll get where you work, everything.
What you don't know, Wheeler, what you don't know is we got a GPS track on your ass already. It's fucking injected when you were asleep. We track you everywhere. We know the
Hey,
fuck
that's the thing about most
everything.
cars nowadays. Most cars have GPS trackers.
That's
Yeah,
right.
most cars have the
Yeah,
GPS doubles
she
as a
fucking
tracking
did.
system when triggered.
There's a
Well, see,
secondary
here's the
fuse
thing.
to it.
Here's the thing: a lot of those, cars nowadays that have the GPS systems involved, or even satellite radio, when the car manufacturer is prompted, they can actually activate tracking systems on your car. Even if you pull the fuse for the center console, there's still main power running from the battery to
Yep.
the.
Yeah, and often they have a backup battery within the device itself.
That's the difference. You disconnect the battery, you're disconnecting the entire system. But if you pull a fuse, there's several fuses. You pull a fuse, there's a hidden fuse box above. Usually there's a hidden fuse box for the center console above the ECU, mounted above the ECU, because that is a lot of cars now have recording systems for accidents. It records throttle and brake input, every input in the car. And people try to bypass that, and so they put a hidden fuse systems in the black box section underneath, and it's above the ECU systems, underneath the dash, way deep in there.
Listen,
it's funny you talk about that.
There was 3 power relays to that GPS.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a backup battery somewhere as well, just a small one.
There is.
You don't need much power. Those things are milliamps. That's all.
Yeah, there is. There's a backup power.
And
battery.
Basically, put it this way. Basically, well, see, put it this is. I work on cars a lot for a living. Now, there's in a lot of the newer cars, anything from I believe a 2005 onwards has what's called. It's like a how planes have black boxes, records everything.
Yeah.
Cars have them now too.
Yeah, well, I used to work in helicopters, so I know black boxes. I know those pretty good.
Cars have them now too. Anything from 2005 onwards has them on, and they're in a steel box. They're in a steel box, and what they are is that you cannot access it. Only the manufacturer can open that box. They have a specialized key. Yeah.
But you know what? You can access anything. You can access anything. I mean, those are just...
No one knows. Only the manufacturer knows what is contained in that black box. But all I know is that I've seen them.
Yeah.
They're actually mounted on the underside of the dash, like right on the firewall, and it's underneath a steel plate. So like you have to cut the steel plate out just to get to this damn thing.
Just to get to it. They make it real difficult, but I'll tell you something. I used to work, I mean, I'm not trying to be big-headed here or nothing, but I used to work in helicopters my whole life, and an avionics specialist will be able to analyze exactly what's in that box.
Oh yeah. That's
one of my guys at work will be able to look at that box and work it out. It may take him a few weeks, but he'll work it out.
Well, yeah, I mean, basically what it is, it's literally recording of what the computer.
Yeah. Get this.
Everything the computer does.
Yeah. It's a little computer, basically.
Guys.
It's a little computer with recording RAM and all that shit.
Within 1 mile of that GPS.
Yeah, and chances are, if you pull the battery, chances are there's probably a GPS system in that black box, and you can't access it because it's in between the firewall.
Right.
Because the firewall consists of 2 plates.
What are you laughing at, Hank? What the fuck are you laughing at?
That's why.
What the fuck are you laughing at, buddy?
Well, that's why, because it's 2005 onwards they introduced the black box system.
Yeah.
2005. Yours just dodged the bullet. So it's an 04.
Yeah. Right. Okay, alright. Hang on, how do I get into that, what you just sent me? Is it a group?
Shit.
Is it our group? Okay, here.
Well, see, here's the one thing that
it's not. Okay, hang on, I gotta find out how to do it. Just give me a sec.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? And that is that 04s and back don't have the black box system in it. Now, I prefer... No, they do. They don't have a black box system in them, so they could
okay.
They could probably. It may, if depending on the features it has, they may be able to trace it. But I prefer my 96 Ram.
Yeah, I saw the shirt.
You want to know why I prefer my 96 Ram?
Oh, how far have we got to scroll up?
Because of the black box systems.
Alright, we'll
It's
talk about it
computerized,
later,
and
we'll
you
talk
can
about it later.
manipulate the black box to take control of the ECU and take control of your car.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I got MagDaddy, yeah. Yeah, 1018, okay.
Yeah,
Hey, get this.
someone could hack
Y'all
your
wanna
car
know somebody?
and take
You
control
know,
of it and start it up and
listen,
drive it in
guys.
your driveway.
You know the only way I cannot take your car if it's at your house? If it's behind a
Okay,
closed
yeah.
fence, or if it's in a
Yeah.
garage, a closed garage.
Yeah, you can't break property
Okay.
to go get the
Okay,
car.
I got you.
Yeah, because that's breaking and entering on property.
Alright.
Yep. Now, see,
But
here's the,
I had
here's
a
the
guy
upside.
one time. He let this fence crack. If the fence is cracked, to me that's open, and by law that fence is open. So I opened it all the way, got his car and took off. He tried suing me saying I was breaking and entering, which I took pictures of the fence, showing that it was cracked.
You know what? You can do?
You'll
Get
have to
one of those
discover.
remote get someone to rig up a remote hack system and target the car and have if it's a newer car, you can have it drive itself out.
Alright, we're back in about 10:15.
It'll drive itself out onto your truck. Because I could take control.
I don't have a regular truck. I have a snatch truck.
That's the one with the
Yeah,
that's
if it's front wheel drive.
well, you could drive it. Here's the thing: is that any newer car nowadays, I could take my laptop and with a little bit of time and a special program, I could remote control any specific car and take control of it and drive it around. You would be sitting there at a stoplight, all of a sudden your car stomps on the gas, starts doing donuts. You don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm sitting here giggling away on my computer. Now, turning it into a basic RC car. Now that's why I drive a 96. You can't control that shit. It's too old. You know? That's why I like old. Everything nowadays is hackable. So, you know, that's why I prefer my 96 RAM. One of the main reasons. I mean, I'm not paranoid or anything, but if it's hackable, someone's gonna hack it eventually, or they're gonna try to. Or they're gonna manipulate it, do something to spy on you, whatever. So, because sometimes I do illegal things with my truck. So,
You badass baby kid.
no, sometimes I leave unwanted crops, quote unquote, which I guess what you could call crop circles in people's fields. Basically, I just get bored and I do donuts in someone's field. Yeah. That, I do some stupid shit in my truck sometimes. Yep.
Yeah, fuck a Dodge. Their transmissions suck ass.
Well, yeah, see... Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. You know what my truck isn't... It's a Dodge body, but it's not a Dodge anymore. It's
What do you
powered by an
mean?
International Transport Truck motor. I got rid of the 454. International Transport Truck motor, and it's got oil, triple stack oil shocks. A Dana 60 series axles. Yeah, it's...
Hey, y'all want to know who the best truck in the world would be? Alright, an international body, the old international truck bodies and frame, with a 7.3 Ford 7.3 diesel, and a Chevy Allison transmission. Tell me that wouldn't be no badass truck.
Oh, it would be.
You can't say that wouldn't be a badass truck. Allison transmissions? Yeah. Well, they're good transmissions. Chevy has a good gas engine, but their diesels cannot hold up for shit.
Now, see, what happened with my truck is that I had the transmission in it was the Mopar upgraded version of the stock one that was in it to handle the power from the 454. Now, when I got the diesel put in, the transmission just shit itself because there was too much power. Now, I took it to a buddy of mine and said, I don't know what transmission to use. That's your thing. I just want this thing running and
Y'all want to
driving.
hear some fucked up shit?
So that's what
A
that was
buddy of
his. I
mine
don't know what's
had a
underneath of it.
A buddy of mine had a 2006 Chevy F2500 HD.
Yeah.
I had a 1995 F250, regular F250. Tell me why this motherfucker. Tell me why this motherfucker's truck could not outpull me.
You had the diesel in it, didn't you?
Nope, I had a 5.0 gas.
Yeah.
I had a 1995 two-wheel drive F250 with the 5.0 gas engine.
What's your rear gearing?
The E4OD transmission,
What's your rear gearing at? Your rear diff?
420 or 419. Sorry.
So what did you have? What did the other truck have?
He had a diesel engine,
Was it stock?
all-wheel drive, and I don't know what his diff was.
But was it stock, basically?
He put some after stock on it.
Yeah, because if it was stock, chances are the diff's stock.
Was that other truck spinning the tires a lot?
He was slipping real bad.
What was he running? Mudders, Swampers, or the streets?
He was running streets.
And you're running Mudders?
I had all terrain.
I'll tell you that now.
I'm just trying to get a mental picture of your truck compared to his. All terrains, were they? Did you have were they the really knobby? That was the question, because
They weren't really knobby, but they were sort of knobby.
yeah, so they were probably
KOs, right?
I had the LTs.
The LTs.
Yep.
They're more of a street. They're more like BFB riches.
Yeah, but they're kind of street knobby.
yes, they're like the junior style mudders.
Oh no! Maybe your rear end?
Where'd you have him towed to? Where was he hooked up to?
Oh shit, we were just hooked bumper to bumper.
Yeah, but where? Like, do you have tow hooks on either on?
I had
Both the
tow
trucks?
hooks on my truck.
And he had it in. He probably had it towed to the
Damn,
bumper,
that was awesome. I drift that motherfucker too.
because I don't think the stock one. I don't think it has tow hooks on it.
Well, I put tow hooks on my 95 F250.
No, I
It
mean
was
his doesn't have
aftermarket
tow hooks. I don't
hooks.
think mine does. I welded my tow hooks right onto my front bumper, and my front bumper's welded to the frame.
They had to drop that 250.
Well, no. Listen, in 95, Ford came out with the light duty F250 and a heavy duty F250. I had the light duty.
All I can say is the three main options I can think of is he had it improperly hooked up and it shattered something. He blew his transmission or some form of his drivetrain, or he burned all his. He heated up his tires too quick and fucked himself. That's the only three things I can do.
Tug of war, you gotta be like really like.
You got to be really gentle. I usually, when I tug a war, I wait till they tug first, and then I just, when they're tugging, then I just ease into the gas, and they just lose it.
Because once you start spinning them tires, heating them up, fuck.
Yeah, you're as soon as you start spinning, you're fucked. That's why I let them
Yeah,
tug
and that's
first.
what he was doing. He wasn't spinning his tires, but he was slipping his tires.
Yeah, that's the same thing. It's the equivalent of spinning, just with less gas. Now, see, that's why I wait till they'll.
Traction and heat the tire up.
That's why I'll wait till
Being all-wheel drive, though, you would think, you know, you have the traction with all four.
Yeah, you would think.
Now, was that other truck sit up higher than yours?
Yes, he did.
Okay, well, that will make a little bit of a difference. But maybe not, because if your truck sat lower and you're pulling his bumper, it's actually going to put more pressure
More downforce on him.
on him. That's right, if you think about it, you know.
Well, it also depends on how long the line was, right? If the line was long enough, it would make a difference. I mean, the way
Well,
we
the
do it.
line was 8 feet.
The way up,
cable
we
was
do it
8
up
feet.
here is we do tug of war, rear bumper to rear bumper, or front to front, depending on what you want to do. Do you want to go in reverse or forward? Now, but we only do 2 lines, right? Toe hook to toe hook, or bumper to corner of the bumper to corner of the bumper. In my case, corner of the bumper to corner of the bumper to my toe hooks. And basically, the lines are about a foot long. You've only got a foot between the 2 trucks.
Rage, you gonna join Titan?
In a bit. Now, it's, when we pull, like, see, what I do is I wait till he yanks me backwards, and then he'll yank me backwards, and then I'll slowly ease into the gas, and he stops moving, and then he starts spinning his tires, and then I just gun it, and I just drag him. I'll do donuts with him following behind me. You know. But the upside is that having an international transport truck motor in my truck, I've got it tuned for fuel economy right now, and it still makes stupid power. But I have the ability. I have one of those
Son of a bitch.
tune mappers.
Fucking ticks.
You got those stupid tune mapper things that you can switch the ECU maps automatic, like. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're called, but something like that. I don't know what the fuck they're called. I don't remember. Yeah, I've got just 2. I've got I've got the custom one where I can name them. I made my own, and my buddy made them for me, and I named them. Now I've got low and slow, which is basically low power and slow fuel burn. And then I've got the holy shit, I'm shitting myself or something like that. And you stomp on the gas on that, and it unleashes all power in this diesel or transport truck.
Now get
motor.
this. After I got rid of that F-250, I bought me a 96 F-250 crew cab, four-wheel drive, and that motherfucker was a beast. I had a 7.3 diesel in it. Dude, that motherfucker was a beast.
You want to know a goddamn hilarious story between old and new? I mean, I will give you this. I don't like Ford, but yeah, my truck was the old truck, and then versus a new truck. Now, first of all, I don't like Ford, but for one specific reason. Their new cars are shit.
You got terrible taste then.
No, just the new cars are shit. The older Fords are great. Like, your Ford is beautiful. I love it. Right?
Yeah.
But the new Fords that they're launching are
trucks.
just trash. Right? New Fords are trash, so Ford's lost my respect. I'm a Dodge guy because they stayed with their trucks. They stayed true to what they were. They kept their full body, steel bumpered beasts.
He's got a 5.0 in it. And what year is it? I thought they got rid of the 5.0s.
Yeah, I thought they got rid of the 5.0 and went to 5.7. They jumped it. It might be.
Yeah,
you might be
at
thinking
one
it's a
point they went to
5.7.
5.7.
It could be. It's. Well, I know that.
Yeah, I thought they went to the 5.7.
2016 they got rid of the 5.0s and went 5.7s instead.
No, I didn't look at the sticker, but I thought it said fucking 5.0.
It might be the 5.7 because I know they got rid of the 5.0 and replaced it with the 5.7. They still have the little one. They still have like the 4.2 or something like that, but they have the 5.7 now instead of the 5.0.
No, this thing's running just under 400 today.
Okay, then it is the 5.0 then.
Dude, that's weird. I don't know if I had that custom ordered or not, but
He probably had it custom. He probably had it custom.
I don't think so. I think he fucking just went to, I want a fucking brand new truck. And they said, how about this one or this one or this one? He fucked like, he must have looked at a couple of them. Because he got the built blue cab for the ride. And that thing fucking moves right along. I ain't kidding. And it rides nice.
now see,
Poor guy.
here's
Another thing is we went to go pick up wood in that son of a bitch. Okay, we had that thing pretty much full. Okay, 3 cubic yards. Okay, because that bed is usually about 3. All right, we had it pretty much full right to the rail. Okay, in the back of the truck. All right.
yep.
You couldn't even tell that wood was that big.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, they make the new trucks real stout.
It wasn't swaying. It squatted a little bit, but it didn't make it real bumpy or bouncy. You know,
Oh, well,
no.
yeah, that's because the new
They make
trucks
them
are
real stout.
well. It's also because the new trucks are equipped with airbag systems.
I've been in a lot of trucks with loads in it.
The new Fords have airbag systems, self-leveling airbags in them.
Well, see, my second F-250, I put airbags on it. I got rid of the springs and I put airbags on it.
Well, it's called self-leveling airbags. What they are is that when the car's off, the
It's
truck's
like
off,
it's like the old Lincoln Town cars.
it'll sync, and then all of a sudden he'll turn it on, and you'll see it'll raise the back end up and get itself sitting proper. But you'll still feel it bounce, but not as
Yeah,
much
they're
as
like
it
the old
used to.
old Lincoln Town cars.
Yeah, he can't raise or lower. The car just did that. They added that so that they could carry more weight with it because it'll self-level itself. It's called self-leveling airbags. Now, a hilarious story with my truck. My truck's a 1996 Ram 1500 that is widened and beefier, so it looks like a 3500, but it's a 1500. Now, it was snowing and I was plowing. I've got about a 2-3 foot, almost a 3.5 foot blade, flat blade on the front of my truck for plowing. Now, some idiot in a 2015, he hadn't even had this truck for 3 months yet. 2015 F350 Super Duty diesel with the Boss point blade sideswiped my truck. And it stuck out a lane and a half. It was one of those really wide ones. He saw it, sideswiped my truck. His plow clipped mine and took him into me. And this is why like old versus new. He literally ate living shit. I went out with a hammer and knocked the dents out of my truck, and he had to write his brand new truck off on the spot. He didn't even have it for 3 months, and he had to write it off.
Well, you gotta remember now, the vehicles these days are actually made to fucking crush and get written off.
I know.
What happens is it's supposed to take the inertia so that your body doesn't take it. And then, you know, that's it. So, I mean, the guy's gonna get a new truck anyway. Fuck it.
Well, see, the thing is, though, is that I don't like the idea of the whole fucking unibody, because it actually crumples. Sure, it crumples like a tin can, creates the inertia. But then it makes getting out of the car painful and a bitch, because you'll cut yourself on all the fucking sharp parts of the car.
A lot of the cars can really take a pretty good impact in the nose, inside, and the doors are so open in most cases. The doors are so open.
Well, yeah, but the whole point of it is that, I mean, I like the fact that with my truck, if I could smash it into a brick wall doing 200, and I'll bend the frame. I'll just go home, I'll limp it home, pull the body off of it, pull the drivetrain off of it, and just change frames and put it back together, and it's like nothing happened. I mean,
You can still do that with a new truck. New trucks aren't unibody.
No, I'm talking about the newer cars, though. They're a lot of them are unibody like that. That's why I don't like unibody.
Unibodies have been out forever, man. Unibodies have been out, oh my god.
Since 2001.
Sooner than that. They,
01 was when they did show up. They were building it and they designed it in like 90s something. But they weren't actively put into progress until 2001. Every car since 2001 is a unibody. Except for select trucks. The Fords, they are in fact actually unibody now. For the last couple of years, they've been unibody.
I don't know, I was looking at a full frame when I was looking at these fucking things.
Well, what truck were you running? Because the small ones are the 150s are the ones that are unibodied. Anything bigger than that, or the Super Duties are... If it's a Super Duty, it's got a full body on it.
It looked like a full frame to me when I was looking at it.
Was it a F-150 or Super Duty or bigger?
It looked like a full frame to me.
Was it a Super Duty?
No, it was a regular F-150.
Huh.
It looked like all frame to me.
Because it's the last couple of years they've been unibodies.
Now, why did they make a unibody on a truck? That don't make any sense.
You're telling me, why did they make the bumpers plastic on all the other trucks now? Dodge never changed it. Chevy just went back to steel bumpers. But Dodge never changed from steel. My bumper on my dad's truck, he's got the same year and size truck I've got. Quad cab, full body, or well, quad cab, long bed. So, or it's the full door, full size cab. You know, not the quad. I don't know if it's a quad or the crew. I think it's the quad cab. It's got the full size doors on all four. And he's got the same truck I do, but his isn't as radical as mine. Now, his bumper the corner of it rusted off for a while, and it was just hanging there by like something like the thick by a piece of steel, like the thickness of your pinky toenail. And it was just sitting there for like a year. It got so bad a police officer had to tell him to rip it off and put it in his truck. It was just flopping around. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
bad.
because that's dangerous.
Well, yeah.
Fucking stupid. This is fucking dumb.
But yeah, that's why, and my dad was like, oh, sure, why not? But I mean, he left it there for years before it started flopping around.
Is this chick out of her fucking mind?
It was
What's
goddamn
going on?
hilarious, but I loved the,
She got upset because she texted me this morning and called me and everything, so I was racing. I had my headset on,
but yeah, you know what,
sideways on, and it said, you know,
Fuck you, you piece of shit. Don't ever talk to me. Basically.
exactly. Okay, so what she told me was, she goes, I don't need, stuff like that, and she goes, if you would like an exclamation, just call me. And I said, no, you were loud and clear. I don't need one, thank you. You know, very nice.
now, you know what makes my truck unique, I guess you could say?
What's that?
Other than the motor and whatnot, what makes it look completely different than everything else and makes it look so aggressive is the fact that it's got a 1/4 inch. Keep in mind the bumpers are welded right to the frame; they're part of the frame. So I've got a 1/4 inch solid steel plate front bumper with 1/2 inch tube, 1/2 inch like round tube, brush bar on the front, a hood guard on the roof, like it's bars along the hood and the roof, covering the, it goes basically looks like the that fucking Mad Max shit where it's got like the tubing all over the front of from the pretty much from the windshield and the doors, front doors towards the front.
Shit.
Shit, I gotta wreck it.
Hey,
You know
fucking
those-
Rage, I need some help, queer.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The it's got 1/4 inch or half inch tubing for a brush and bull bars, and a hood guard and roof guard. I was thinking of doing something sketchy and mounting a spare tire on the root or on the hood, but